But the Hartley family found the dog on the side of the highway, sitting perfectly still in the gravel shoulder, as if it had been waiting for them specifically. Tom pulled over. His wife, Anne, said they shouldn't stop, but their daughter, Lucy, 6 years old, and already unbuckling her seatbelt, was out the door before Tom could argue. The dog was medium-sized, brown and white, with warm eyes and a tail that wagged in slow, measured strokes. It had no collar, no tags, no chip when they took it to the vet, just a gentle, quiet animal that pressed its nose into Lucy's palm and stood there, trembling slightly, as if it had been cold for a very long time. They named him Buddy. Buddy was, by every measure, the perfect dog. He was house-trained. He didn't chew furniture. He walked without pulling on the leash. He sat when told, stayed when asked, and followed Lucy from room to room with a devotion that made Anne smile and Tom a little uneasy, though he couldn't say why. The first thing they noticed was the silence. Buddy never barked. Not at the mailman, not at squirrels, not at thunderstorms. His mouth would open. They could see his tongue, his teeth, the pink cavern of his throat, but no sound came out. The vet said it was possible he'd been debarked by a previous owner. A cruel procedure, but not uncommon. The Hartleys felt sorry for him. They loved him harder because of it. Weeks passed. Buddy became part of the family. He slept at the foot of Lucy's bed. He waited by the door when she came home from school. He sat beside her while she did homework, his head on her knee, his tail sweeping the floor, in slow, contented arcs. Tom started noticing other things. Small things. The kind of things you dismiss because acknowledging them would mean something is wrong. But he never ate in front of them. They'd fill his bowl in the morning, leave for work, come home, the bowl would be empty. But they never saw him eat, not once. But he never slept, not really. Tom would get up for water at 2 in the morning and find Buddy in the hallway, sitting upright, eyes open, staring at Lucy's door. Every time, not lying down, not resting, sitting, watching. Buddy's eyes caught the light wrong. In photos, they glowed amber, like a dog's eyes should. But in person, in dim light, they looked different, wetter, rounder, almost aware. Tom mentioned it to Anne. She laughed. He's a good dog, Tom. Let him be a good dog. So Tom let it go. Until the night of October 14th, Tom woke at 3 in the morning. Not from a sound, from the absence of one. The house was too quiet. No furnace hum, no tree branches against the siding, no refrigerator cycling, just silence, thick and total, like the house was holding its breath. He walked to Lucy's room. The door was open. The nightlight was on, casting a pale orange glow across the carpet. Lucy was in bed, asleep, her breathing soft and regular. Buddy was standing over her. His front paws were on the mattress. His body was stretched above her, his shadow falling across her face. His mouth was open, wide, impossibly wide, wider than Tom had ever seen a dog's mouth open. The jaw was unhinged, the skin pulled taut, the teeth gleaming in the nightlight. And from that open mouth there was no sound, no panting, no growling, no breath, just a perfect, terrible silence, as if the dog were inhaling something only it could feel. Buddy's tail was wagging. Tom shouted. The sound broke the silence like glass. Buddy turned. His eyes met Tom's. They were not a dog's eyes. They were too round, too wet, too aware. They held something that looked like recognition, not of Tom, but of the fact that Tom had seen. Buddy bolted. He moved faster than Tom had ever seen a dog move, a blur of brown and white, out the door, down the hall, through the dog door they'd installed in the back door, and into the night. They never found him. Tom searched for weeks. He called shelters, posted flyers, drove through neighborhoods at night, scanning sidewalks for a medium-sized brown and white dog with warm eyes and a silent mouth. Nothing. Lucy cried for a month. She said Buddy would come back. She said he'd just gone for a walk. She said he always came back. Anne filed a police report, mostly to make Tom feel better. The officer took notes, but didn't hide his skepticism. Dogs run away. It happens. Then, in December, Tom saw a news article from 3 states away. A family had taken in a stray dog, medium-sized, brown and white, gentle, loving, silent. Their 7-year-old daughter had disappeared from her bedroom 2 nights before the article was written. The dog was gone too. Tom printed the article. He showed Anne. She read it twice, her face pale, her hands shaking. They looked at each other across the kitchen table, and neither of them said what they were both thinking. That night, Tom walked to Lucy's room. She was asleep. The nightlight was on. The room was empty, but on the carpet, near the foot of her bed, there were indentations. Small, round, pressed into the fibers. Like paws, like something had been standing there, watching, waiting. Tom pulled Lucy into their bed that night. He didn't explain why. He lay awake until dawn, listening to the silence of the house, waiting for a sound that never came. Lucy says she still sees Buddy sometimes, in the yard, at the edge of the woods, sitting perfectly still, watching the house. She waves. He doesn't wave back. He just sits and waits. Tom has started checking on Lucy. Every night at 3 in the morning, he tells himself it's just a habit, a father's routine, but he knows what he's really doing. He's making sure the science hasn't come back.